Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of Figure Banging, where we are bodily fluids edition. And expunging. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Everybody got everything out? Everyone's good?
Mm-hmm. Good night, folks.
All right, good night, folks. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Figure Banging. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got a full panel tonight, including a very, very special guest. So going left to right on my screen, we have, as usual, the analyzer.
Hey. What day is it?
Hump day.
Mike.
It is hump day.
It is.
And I'm happy to be here.
All right.
Hump day.
Oh, I got a little turned on. We also have our super special guest, Mr. Hale Hasbro himself.
Oh, John?
Yeah, John. John Gibbons. Mr. Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Hey there, everybody. Thank you for having me on. As always, I'm honored, and I never get asked to be on these things, so I appreciate it very much.
Sorry about it.
I love y'all like step cousins.
Now, this might go more than 30 minutes. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think I can pull it. I think I can pull through.
Okay. All right. We're pulling for you.
Word.
Then we actually have Mr. John Gibbons.
Yep. How is everybody doing tonight?
Oh, wonderful.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Good. Happy hump day.
And we have Mr. JD Hatface.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up?
Very, very short and sweet, huh?
He had a long night last night. With
You woke me up.
So that's why he's tired. He had a long night.
And we have Mr. Cameraman, Hurricane VX, Mr. Jose.
What up, people? What's going on? Happy hump day. Happy to be here.
All right. I feel this is like a laid back episode, but we got kind of a lot to go through. So
Let's get to it.
let's get to it. Nothing
Stay on target.
but to do it.
Drum roll, please.
All right. So we needed to do something this week. I got some stuff incoming hopefully soon. I was waiting for like one more thing to come in before I shut my pile. But so we had to cover it. We have to cover it at some point, and now's as good as time as any. So tonight we are doing Transformers.
Yay.
So this is everything I currently have. I literally just found the deluxes last night. And I did not find Cog, so I don't have Cog and I don't have the leaders. But we're gonna go over everything else. I think I'm really just gonna focus on two of them, like really show the transformations, and the rest I'll blow through. And we're gonna talk about the line, talk about the gimmicks, we're gonna do all that fun stuff. But I definitely want to focus a lot on Optimus and Sideswipe because those are two fucking gems. But yeah, we're gonna roll through all this. So first of all, here is most of Wave 1. Like I said, the two leaders are Ultra Magnus and Shockwave, which I don't have, and Cog, which is probably going to be a pain in the ass to find because people are going to troop build him to get the guns because he breaks apart into guns. But so the gimmicks in this line include, so we got Target Master, we got not Target, these Target Masters, which they're calling Battle Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Micromasters, which what are they calling the Micromasters?
Micromasters.
They're just called Micromasters? Okay, because I know they like to change the freaking. They can't call, why can't you call them a Headmaster? It's a Headmaster. The Titan Master.
Yeah, they call it Micromasters. Yeah.
So we got Micromasters. These come in 2 packs. So this is a set, and this is a set.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Deluxes and the Voyagers and the Leaders and regular. And so everything kind of works together like most of the lines do and everything. So we're going to kind of roll through everything one at a time. So let's talk. What do you want to do first? The Battle Masters?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
It's your show. Whatever you want to do, fella.
So
Start small, work your way.
Here are the three Battle Masters. I'm probably just going to pick them up. So this is Lionizer. And then we got Blowpipe and whatever the hell they're calling this guy now because they change his name every 2 weeks. This is Hot Rod's Target Master. Was his
Nightstick. Fire Drive, I think.
No, that stick is.
Oh, now he's Fire Drive. He was Misfire for the MP, and then he's Fire something else in the G1.
He's called him Fire Starter.
You might be right.
Fire. He's had at least like 4 or 5 damn names, but.
I'm your Fire Starter.
So we'll take a look at Lionizer first, because these two are more or less the same. But they're just a little lion dude. So all of these turn into weapons, essentially. And they also have, if you notice, these little pegs up here, which we'll show off in a minute. But so obviously these do transform. So he's this little lion. This dude was originally from one of the Japanese lines. I don't remember which one. I don't remember where he came from.
Headmasters.
He was in Headmasters. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, well he might have been. He was in one of the Japanese lines.
He's throwing in some answers.
More of a rare toy. These guys aren't super painted. These have more paint apps. Like there's some red on this guy and there's more paint apps on these guys. This guy
they're painting faces now.
Yeah, they are painting faces. This guy's got 2 shades of green.
Yellow. Yeah. On the visor.
It's like a light green, like a lime green.
Yeah.
For the visor.
Focus.
Focus.
There it is.
And some red. This dude.
Focus.
You got the red face. So we are getting more paint, and paint's going to be another kind of running theme in here too. This guy's a little bit on the plain side. He's got some paint up in here, and he's got painted eyes, but the rest of the body is kind of plain, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. These are the cheaper price pointed figures. But this guy can just flip around. The head can flip around. There goes a peg, and then these flip which way? This way.
Looks like the thing that comes with Peru Kill.
Kind of. Tab in a slot. Tab in a slot.
Oh, that's a good point, John. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember who that was supposed to be. Right?
It's supposed to be Steeljaw. I don't know how, but it is. So then there you go, and then now he's a sword, and it's a passable sword. It's got a big bulky middle, but whatever. But the cool thing is
looks
these
like
guys.
A shiv.
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, it does kind of.
Prison shiv.
It's a chainsaw.
So these dudes come with effect pieces. So this
that's cool.
Pegs and slots. You go up the back, and now he's got a swooshing blade.
That's cool. I like that. I
like that.
And it's also cool. You can put it behind the little Micromaster cars, and it looks like they're speeding off.
Yep,
that's pretty cool too.
Chainsaws don't go swoosh.
These are like the softer like palm plastic to get technical, but it's like that rubbery plastic. So
that seems like a Takara influence.
Well, these are all. So this is the first line that is now Takara and Hasbro united. So there is no difference between the Takara and the Hasbro versions. There's no extra paint. There's no extra nothing.
Okay.
So it's just a higher price point in Japan. So that's swooshable. Then, if you want, what you can also do is you see this peg up here. So these dudes turn into guns, which we're going to show in a minute.
That out of town.
And they come with blast effects. And you could kind of
pew pew.
If you wanted to kind of peg it in on the side on somebody's arm or something and make it into a gun, you can take one of these and let's see which one that's not going to fit. Probably the other one. That one doesn't fit.
I can't see Hasbro done this on their own.
No, that I don't think you could do the effect. Not with the sword. Not with the sword.
No, you can put them on the. You can put them on the deluxes, like they have little holes. Or like
I know that. I thought you could do it on that one too. Okay, well, we'll put this to the side.
You trying to put blast effects on a sword?
I thought you could have done that.
He's trying to go Final Fantasy and have the sword.
What you talking about, Will?
So these guys have the same basic articulation. It's just bowl jointed shoulders with cutouts, so you can get T jointed arms, and then you got bowl jointed hips. No knees, no ankles, no wrists, no elbows. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the head can twist. So I think the head could twist.
Nope.
No, it can't. I thought the head could twist. I thought I twisted the head. Okay, 4 points.
You're thinking about the Takara version.
So 4 points. Oop, as I drop it.
Got some waffles.
And they just easy peasy peg the legs together. They got molded in kind of blast missile launchers and whatever the hell you want them to be.
Dude, it looks like SDF-1 transformed from Robotech.
It totally does.
Fold them up at the crotch, peg those in, peg the arms in the bowl joint slots. And there's a gun. I'm not sure why this has a second handle. I haven't been able to figure that out because it's not fun.
The little ones can hold it. Remember the little Titan Masters, the Pretenders? They can hold them.
You know, hold this giant thing.
Yep. I mean, it looks like a big old rocket launcher on the shoulders, but yeah.
So this guy comes with 2 blast effects, and you can just put them right on the ends and the nubs.
No.
You got that going for you.
That's cool. I hope they sell like those little effect pieces.
As far as I know, these are going to come with all these guys.
Yeah.
So
I bought two sets of those.
Yeah, me too. But 2 sets each.
You just buy some, take them out of package, return them.
We need to talk more, Jose. Me and you, dude.
Yep.
the blowpipe here is basically the same. Transforms exactly the same. It just got different molding. Like the barrel part looks different. The actual, not the barrel part, this whatever the hell you want to call this part. And then the barrels look different. It has a long and a short, and then he's got the kind of cooler. We have a charge beam. I thought this separated, but
it does. It does.
It does?
Yep. Pull it.
Which part separates? This part?
The base piece from that part. Damn, it's on that tight for you.
It's like
Are you sure? Because it does not want to come out.
It does for mine. I'd have to dig mine out. I got it right.
Oh wait, hold on.
Get it.
There we go.
Yeah. See?
Oh yeah, you know what? It was a little paint stuff.
Okay.
A little bit of red paint on there.
Yeah, because you could use it as a separate blast piece.
I thought you could.
And then you could use that piece right there, the base, and put that on the figure to look like they're getting shot.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I learn something new every day, man.
See, you just don't understand. Jose was on vacation for like 3 weeks straight. That's how he learned all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Hope I didn't break it now. No, I think we're good.
No, you just gotta stick it back in there.
There we go.
Yep.
You know how to stick it in. Come on.
You got that. So there's that. So that's a neat little effect, and so these blast effects are going to carry over, as we will see.
And
so
now Trigger Happy will hold his. That's his. Isn't that his?
Yeah. So these are here's just a couple of the recent Takara versions that came with the Takara versions of Trigger Happy and Hot Rod, so you can just kind of see. So here's Blowpipe.
So nice. That's some shiny shit right there.
This definitely looks more G1 toy than the Takara one, but you can see
So they're the same.
They're the same character, but they're totally different. You can see the gun barrels. You can see where the similarities are. Oops. If I can hold it the right way. You can see this different lengths.
Yeah.
You can see the similarities with that. And then Hot Rods.
Nice.
More or less the same kind of deal. So now the Micromasters. So these are my favorites, so they're gonna go last. These are my least favorites, so we'll do them first. So here's I don't remember what the hell they are. It's the Race Patrol,
something like that.
Race Patrol. I'm gonna go with. So they're little cars. This is supposed to be a DeLorean, but they couldn't get the license to it, so it's a DeLorean.
Kind of looks like this old Ford model, like from the front. You guys know what I'm talking about?
That's CRX.
I forget what the hell kind of car that was.
Yeah, the original. I didn't grab my G1, but I don't know exactly where that one is. But the original was more DeLorean-ish, but this is like DeLorean enough. And this is kind of, I guess, like a Firebird.
Yeah.
So these guys, each set of these two can peg together and form a gun. The race. Hold on. This guy likes the ball joints, like the pop up. This guy like crazy.
Got those ham hands.
The funny thing is, I don't even remember how to do this because this one's really dumb. But you just like flip his legs out and you flip the peg out on one of these.
I think that's it, and then
you do the same thing on this one.
You stick it like right on top.
And then these ball joints like to pop off on the hips.
Easy, Ace, easy. I
Mine
don't got mine off.
Mine do the same thing.
Easy.
And then I don't even remember which way you're supposed to do it. I guess it's like that.
Wow.
And then that's a gun. And then like you flip out this handle
You know,
over his head, which
I think they were reaching there. They're reaching on that one, right?
so like that's their super gun mode.
That red one's reaching something.
It might be the other way around. It might supposed to go that way. I don't know. But that's the basic idea. But I believe that these pegs will also work. Probably not with the blast effect piece in there, but
there you go.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, did it?
Yep.
Oh shit. Nice.
So you can load these up with blast effects.
They need to be white. White blast effects.
Oh. Inferno. So that's that thing. If you want to do it, it's dumb. Don't do that.
Bud saw eject in the chat because he's 69ing wrong.
Only if you don't know how to have fun. So there's that guy. Super easy. It'll stand. There we go. This guy's more of a pain in the butt because you kind of got to split him up here and then kind of push the quick piece out.
He's gonna break it.
I'm not gonna break it.
Damn it. Hey, Gator.
And he's got these giant pillars, so his arms don't really do a hell of a lot. There's these two. The red dude definitely looks better. He's got way more paint. I believe that yellow is all painted.
What?
Yes.
All painted?
That is all
painted. Here. That's not Takara and Hasbro. Or that is Takara.
So that all that yellow is paint. The face is painted. Silver paint.
Black.
Look at that.
Black accents. I believe this is paint. This black on the bottom is paint.
Right there, man.
Don't have painted rims. But
Well, that's a fail there.
All right, so throw this thing in the trash.
I'm
So
selling all my stuff now.
these are what? I think like $10 for two of them, or $8.
I think
Yeah,
I got
$10. Those are the $10. Yep.
So you get two of them, and they're heavily painted, and they're decently articulated. You got ball joint shoulders that like to pop off, ball joint hips that like to pop off. But at least you got knees.
Yeah, the Battle Masters are a lot better, I think, than the not the Battle. I'm sorry, the Micro Masters are better than the Battle Masters, I think.
As far as individual figures, yeah. Like if you want a figure to play with,
and articulation. These
do better. These are good. These are better as guns for sure. These things are. Yeah.
But the ones that are your favorite are my favorite too. They're really fun.
These you can see there's a lot more molded detail than we've gotten in the past. There's molded in. The arms are all molded in. There's tons of molded detail on the chest, on the arms, the legs.
Yep.
Same thing with this guy. Like he's got rivets in his chest and all those extra detail.
Rivet.
So you're seeing a lot more love, even with these little guys. So those two. These two. These are the Battle Patrol, I think, something like that.
I like those.
These can turn to a gun too, but I'm not gonna do it. Let's see.
You're not gonna make them 69.
See, but at least those look a little bit better put together as a gun.
How do I get?
Makes
they
a little bit
better. Yeah,
makes a little bit more sense than just the two
Get your
sports
Sludger.
cars, you know.
Pop the head up. There's this dude. As you can see, these aren't the hardest figures to transform.
What's his name, Ace?
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name.
Me neither. Yeah,
I don't remember.
I gotta look at the packaging.
I even reviewed them. I forgot the name.
Oh man, this guy just did the Josh Fisher. He took his
Did.
leg right off.
honestly, it's easier just to pop the legs off. This you can kind of do.
That's fucked up, but it's still funny.
Arms come out, and there you go.
You know that paint. See his head, his head crest is painted. His whole chest in there, it's all painted.
God dang.
Even his abdomen. Abdomen.
Please pronounce it properly.
Come on now.
So these dudes are all right. Yeah, I think they're better than the cars. Not as good as the Jets, but
A lot better than cars.
a lot better than the cars. Also, both got awesome detailing, awesome paint for such a little tiny thing. So that's those two. Now the best ones. The
The
Jets.
Storm Cloud and
Yes.
These things are awesome. So these can also
Wait, before you transform it, can the blast effect fit on the back of them like thruster jets?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
What? Playability, man.
This one I might have to. Hold on, let me see. I might have to.
There you go.
That's fucking sick.
Yes, they can.
Excellent.
That is
Mervin
great.
said
That is
I think they
great.
only fit if you make the sound effect though.
Is it your boy?
No,
So these guys,
I don't have these two.
these are the best ones.
Yeah, I don't have these
I
two.
believe, if I remember correctly, that goes like that, and this goes like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're docking.
Ass to ass.
Oh, they become like a sword or
So
something.
very much
Right.
like the Star Saber from
Yep.
Armada.
Armada.
Yeah.
You get this big ass sword.
I haven't even done that yet. What did you do? Flip the cockpit?
All you gotta
on the
do is you
purple
gotta
one,
make sure.
or-
Hold on, I'll show
Yeah.
you. You put the cockpit bat on the purple one, and then you got to make sure because usually, which way? I don't remember if this. No, the head doesn't go out. This is already in the mode. Yeah, you don't got to do anything to this guy.
Okay.
You just flip up the cockpit, and there's a hole in where the thruster is, and that goes in there.
Boom.
And then there's cutouts in the wings for both of these to line up, and there you go.
Nice.
So the sword is fine. It's not. This came like because there's a lot of stuff going on. It's fine. It looks decently like a sword, and it very much looks like the Star Saber, which was, in case you don't know, from Armada. There's 3 mini cons formed together into a sword. And it looks similar to this. And there's also the Sky Boom shield. So I kind of hope they do. I kind of hope they do something to make that too. But
Mhm.
They probably will.
Is there any way to peg on that swoosh effect to this?
I was just thinking that, but I don't think there is because there's no pegs along the side or anything.
Hmm.
But
They
somebody can
failed.
hold that like a sword.
The cockpit is the sword.
Cack. Ugh, they take together very strongly.
Come on, pull it, man. Put some oomph behind it, man.
This guy is just
Jose, I remember at ToyCon
ripping legs off.
when you first got these, I was sitting behind the table. These are the ones I wanted to play with.
Did you play
Yeah,
with
they look
Oh,
great.
yeah, I played with them.
So there's one. That's one. And this one's a little bit less sleek. You can see the legs are kind of just there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I believe this flips up. Flip the head up. And pull the arms out and flip the toes out. And that's that.
Boom.
So these are both really neat. They're a little bit more articulate. I feel like they pose a little bit better. Oh, you can also put these back.
Yeah, I think
This guy has no hands, but
Who needs hands?
nice
That's pretty cool.
Dude.
interchangeability. That's so dope.
you can put the blast effects right on his hands.
That's just fun.
I believe he has. Oh, yeah. Well, in jet mode, his hands become part of the thrusters. You can probably plug them in there too. And then this guy, I don't think this guy can do that. No. But it's a little weird that he doesn't have real hands, but at least he's got that going for him, so that's pretty neat. And then real quick, because I still have them. One of the reasons why these are my favorite, other than they are the best made, I'm glad they are the best made, is because when I was a kid, I had very few Micromasters. In fact, as far as I know, I only had one set. And it happens to be this set.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
And I still have them.
Nice.
That's neato. See, that's,
These are my original Micromasters from this set.
And it's a great homage to those original figures too.
Yeah, you can see.
That's cool.
You can see actually these are actually better painted.
Yeah.
But you can see the same Wicked Witch face.
Yep.
Man. Some deep cuts on this.
It goes back to a time when there's simpler times and stuff, and just you can remember stuff when you had as a kid. That's cool.
He's even got the missile launchers up on the shoulders.
Nice.
Now they do transform differently because like here's the cockpit. You see that one? On this one, it's on the back. You see, there's no paint on these wings, but there is on these. So that's those guys. So those are pretty neat. If you can only buy one set, like obviously, like I said, more than one time, get the jets are the best by far. Okay, so now on to these guys. Let's kind of do kind of worst to best, or like not. None of them are bad, but I feel like this guy is probably the.
That's the one I want. That's the one I want most.
Because you have Flywheels or Battle Trap.
Yeah, I've never had this one as a kid, and I always kind of wanted him. I thought it was kind of neat.
So this is they're calling him what, Stormtread or some shit?
Skytread.
Skytread. It's Flywheels. It's not Skytread. Oh, I should grab my G1. I didn't grab it.
No, I think it's Skytread, so he's Skytread. Quit saying stuff like that.
So he is the other battle, fucking not battle, Duocon. We got Flywheel, we got Battle Trap with was he in Powder Primes or was he in Titan's Return?
Powder Primes.
He was in Powder Prime, so now we got this guy to go with him. So he is a jet and a tank. So Battle Trap had 2 individual robot modes, like each half was a robot. This guy, they foregoed that. So they're not individual robots. They have to be together to be a robot, which is fine because they actually come in the 2-pack now instead of individual.
Buy them separate.
Yeah, 2 Legends figures and that you put together. So it's fine. But you can start to see now with these guys, one of the other running themes of the line is this battle damage paint, which is basically just silver paint.
I think it looks good on that one.
It's very hit and miss. On some of them, it looks fine. On some of them, it looks hard.
Yep.
Ultra Magnus got some spots and areas that are not
I
good.
think Megatron does it the worst.
I think the deluxes have really good, especially him, Sideswipe and Hound have some really good battle damage.
Yeah, with this guy, so especially in robot mode, so these are going to be the feet. So these are the sides of the feet, so you don't even really see it in robot mode. So you can kind of, so if you also noticed, there's a shit ton of 5mm pegs on these guys, right? They're covered with them. This has got 5 of them. He's got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 2 here. Sideswipe's got 1 on the top, on the side. Hound's got like 7 or 8. So one of the other gimmicks of this line is to armor these guys up. So you're supposed to take all these battle masters and just fucking load these bastards up and have all of them have 30 guns. And you're supposed to take Cog, which I don't have yet, and he breaks apart into a bunch of guns and load him up, load everybody up with them.
Yep.
I'm in the hole. Jump in the hole.
So that's why you're gonna see who's eating chips.
I think it's John. John's making all kinds of noise.
Me?
John's not moving.
Crinkle.
Well, who's eating chips?
I heard something.
Oh, it's JD making mouth noises.
No, I just did that now.
Okay. He's gonna unpeg his gun, so you can like take his 2 guns. I can't get this one to peg together properly. I don't know if it's just mine, but like these are supposed
to work it. You have to work it.
These are supposed to stay in, but they don't. At least on mine. Like you're supposed to put the instructions say to put this in the middle, but like it doesn't like go in flat. I don't know. It's probably just mine. But he comes with 2 guns, and you can configure them any which way you want. And then this guy's got little caster wheels, so he can kind of roll. This guy's got no wheels, so you just have to swoosh him.
He broke it. Dust said you broke it.
What did I break? So this guy's pretty simple. So you can see, actually, that's the combiner peg where Battle Trap's, whatever the hell the bottom part was, whatever they called them, his face was. So now he's got it's like a void instead of a face, but it's fine. So there's the legs, just like that.
Nice. Pants. That's the pants.
That's the pants mode. And now shirt mode.
He wore the brown pants.
I wouldn't so he shit himself.
This all just comes up. This is going to be the combiner port. This comes down and around. Where's the fists?
I hope he breaks it. Come on, break it.
Why do you want me to break it?
It's just funny. It's good entertainment. I don't want you really to, Ace, but come on now. It's fun.
You just said you want me to.
But not really, but it still would be
Just
funny.
really said you wanted me to.
If my wife fell, I would still laugh at her, but I would help her up. You know, that kind of thing.
Oops, this is supposed to click in one. Okay. So there's this half, and then you plug one into the other. Shirt meets pants.
Make the noise.
Shove it. Shove it. Shove it.
You really didn't want to go in. So there's Flywheels. I don't care what.
Like a virgin.
Combined for the very first time.
There he is.
He's not bad. I really
He's
like
not bad,
him,
but he's probably my least favorite of the bunch.
He looks good in robot mode.
Yeah, he looks great in robot
Again,
mode.
painted face, painted eyes, painted chest.
Yeah.
Detailed paint apps in the forearms, on the tops here, on the tank treads. So you can see here's that paint now. You see it's just on the side, so it's not even like you don't even really see it in robot mode.
He needs more on his thighs.
That's what I don't understand is like they're adding the weathering effect, but they're only putting it in specific spots. I don't get it.
Yeah,
That's what I don't understand.
it's probably the dumbest part of the entire, the dumbest gimmick, I guess, even though it's not really a gimmick, but the dumbest thing they did in this line is that those paint apps. Hopefully they'll get better. Usually by the last wave, there's something, they're somewhat better. But I mean, he's decently posable. He's got,
Ankle tilt,
universal
bro.
joints, ankle tilts. I'm not going to go heavily into articulation in any one figure except maybe Prime and Sideswipe. But I mean, it's no waffle. That's like the only waffles you're really going to see are the insides, like that where the hands fold in, and like one part there, one part there. But other than that, it's completely solid even on the back.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
And in my opinion, he's the weakest of these figures, at least the ones I have. And he's still pretty good. So it's a good sign.
Yeah, he's fun.
So then we'll go on to a lot of people sing his praises, but he's all right. So this is Hound.
I like him. I like Hound.
He's okay. He's not my favorite, but he's decent. So he's painted in the deeper green and the kind of bronzy colors of the toy, the G1 toy. He's got painted. So this is this and this pop off. So he's got his kind of toy gun. He's got his hologram gun thing, and he's got his gas can. And you can combine these up any way you want. So you can peg this into this. And you can take this. It's got a slot, and you can slot that into the side. If I can get it to go in, you can make like a big ass gun. You can break them down. You can do kind of anything you want. So we're gonna put those to the side for now. So those are his 3 accessories that he comes with. Oh, that's the other thing. I didn't even freaking say it. These are supposed to be kind of War for Cybertron, Fall for Cybertron ish, pre-Earth modes.
You know what I think? I think that they went to Earth and they came back.
I think so too, because they're very much Earth cars. I think they should have went more Cybertronian. Just to
It's supposed to be the last day of them fighting on Cybertron, so maybe they just scanned their modes ahead of time.
Okay, so they were planning ahead. They were looking at the telescope like, I want to be that thing.
That was a good explanation, man.
Just can't be showing up on her.
Last day of the war, and we're going to scan Earth vehicles now.
I wish they just went the extra mile, just lean more into the Cybertron. If you're gonna do it. Like, don't lean on the G1 too much, but I mean,
do it.
What are you gonna do? But so this guy is supposed to be a Jeep-ish thing. So like the rims are painted. That's green paint on the black plastic. Obviously, all this bronze paint looks sharp. Yellow headlights all actually look good.
Looks like my FJ if it was convertible.
Mm-hmm.
We can make it.
Is the symbol a sticker or paint?
Oh, that's paint.
Paint.
There's no stickers. No more
all
stickers.
paint. It's all paint.
Yay, no stickers.
So this guy's got like some of the battle damage, whatever, like under here, which I think works better. It looks like it's on the grill and on the front there. There's no real battle damage on the body. There's some up here on the top. And a little bit back here. So I think this is they did a better job with the battle damage on this guy.
Now,
sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Is the battle damage paint tampoed on, or digital paint?
It looks like they just gave somebody a paintbrush and said, "Do this."
Yeah, that's what I wondered, if it was identical across every figure, or if every figure had a slightly different.
I think it's all in the same places, but no two are exactly identical.
Okay.
Like they're not stenciled or anything.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. Go ahead.
I mean, he's got a bunch of molded detail. He's got the winch. He's got the headlights.
Can anyone sit in there like one of them dudes?
He's got like molded in. These dudes aren't going to fit.
Oh, okay.
Like that's not going to happen.
What about one of them headmaster guys?
Nah, they're still too big.
Okay.
Maybe a Diaclone driver.
Oh, maybe.
He's got the molded in seats, kind of. Like you can see like the backs of the seats, and he's got kind of a little bit of waffly in there. So this guy just transforms. Pretty
Classic Scuzz in the chat says if you don't like the battle damage, you can remove it easily.
Yeah, you got an alcohol.
I thought you used like a X-Acto knife or something.
I mean, you could carve it out too, but
scrape it off with a fingernail.
So we're just gonna split this guy, kind of fillet him open.
Ooh, gruesome.
Pick up the arms, move the arms out to the side.
How do these feel compared to the last line? Like, is the plastic the same?
It
sounds similar.
Line, it's more similar to the last line in terms of quality, but it's kind of denser.
Okay.
I'll show it off in a minute. But this has got to flip up. I'll just got to flip the other way. We'll do that in a second. Let me do the other foot. So this just comes around, fills out the inside. Again, no real. There's a little bit of hollowness in the back, but I mean that's fairly normal. This has got to come down. Flips up, back, and flip his hands forward. And there's Hound.
Boom.
I like him.
He looks good. I like him.
So he's got ports up here, so you can put this up here. And he's got him like here, in his fists. Got him down here. Got him on the sides. So again, you can load him up with weapons. Decent articulation all the way around. More or less what you would expect from main line. You know, limited head, universal arms. You know, elbows, biceps, swivels. So I mean, it's not like Combiner Wars or something where we had like 6 POA. We're actually getting you got deep knee cut. You got super ankle tilt. You got toe tilt. So, I mean, they're pretty damn articulated for what they are.
Yep. Yeah, they never gave an ankle tilt on a deluxe figure as far as I can remember.
Well, they did, but not in the last couple of lines.
Yeah.
Like maybe back in 2005, 6.
Oh yeah, back then.
Yeah, like tracks and wheeljack days.
Yeah,
right.
You got it.
So we'll just do the Voyagers last. So this is probably him and Optimus are the 2 stars on the line for me. But just real quick, because I didn't show him off. I didn't show off any size comparison. So here he is with Sideswipe, the MP Sideswipe.
So pretty.
What the hell?
Red B.
Oh, you were the one who bought that.
So you can kind of see where they stack up.
Put another red card next to it. No, put another red card next to it.
I don't have another red car handy.
The little red car.
Oh, this little red. This one.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
You got a little red card right? Or anything?
Oh, there goes his leg. His legs pop off like crazy.
Now go find the Legends Wind Charger.
Fill the screen with red car.
Look at Toro.
There you go. Little red car.
Yeah.
Nice.
Boom.
Where's Toro at?
You need that
robot mode.
Go keep going.
So here's Sideswipe. We're just gonna take his rocket launcher off for now.
Swipe.
So he is very reminiscent of a Lamborghini, which I don't understand why they would have Lamborghinis on Cybertron, but apparently they do.
Ew.
No spoiler, which is a little unfortunate, but I still think it looks cool. He's got more like angular vents.
Yeah, there's less wind resistance on Cybertron.
That is true, man. Good point, man. Good point.
But I don't understand how humans could breathe on Cybertron.
Does Cybertron have an atmosphere?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Right? Even though but it's never daylight, so how does
the humans breathed there?
We brought it to Earth, and then it was going to take over our atmosphere. So I think it does have an atmosphere.
But then there would be daylight. The only reason you see daylight is because it gets because of the atmosphere, reflects off the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the sky is blue. It's not why there's light.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, you think we'll get a Sunstreaker mode out of this one, or do you think they'll do a different mode for Sunstreaker?
I'm gonna say we don't get a Sunstreaker. How about that?
See if he transforms backwards. Maybe
we'll get
figure it out.
Come on now, we'll get.
You see, like kind of the vent more angled on the intakes, but very reminiscent of a Lamborghini.
Dude, I can't tell you, man, how much I enjoy looking at that masterpiece Sideswipe in car mode. That is just a thing of beauty.
So super nice silver painted rims. All this black is painted. This is translucent over, I think, like a silver piece underneath to give it that effect.
Yeah. It looks sexy.
Really good. Yeah.
These intakes are painted. I believe they're painted silver or gunmetal.
Who cares? They're just painted. Fuck yeah.
He's got molded taillights, no paint on there, unfortunately. But this is gonna be. You can see. Look how compact it is.
Fucking clean.
Yep.
It's like a good old steak. Just looks good.
Painted headlight.
So, by the way, John, I think that is you making that noise. Your mic, I think, is under your chin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was eating beef jerky.
Continue, Ace. Sorry about that.
So
transform. Break it.
So this is actually a really neat.
Oh wait, before you do that, those effects people were using, how does that work? Behind the wheels or something?
No, it's on the mini bots. The micro
swoosh. Oh, the swoosh effect.
I guess you could swoosh it behind them, but it looks better on the MicroMaster.
Oh, do they connect to them or?
No, you just sit on it. No, get the sword.
Like
no.
Yep, there you go.
Flat tire.
Perfect. Flat tire.
Hit a pothole.
The sword one, the one that comes with the
blue one.
Yeah, that guy. You just put it behind it. No. Just lay it on the. No, stand up. Jesus Christ, on the corn dog stick.
Just no way. Just
no.
Like on the flat part. The flat
part. Lay it. Sit it on the flat part. Hey,
no. Like a wave. Like if it's like there you go. There you go. There you go.
I like my way better. Not that way. I'm going really fast in reverse.
You could go that way if you want to.
Plug you back in so I don't lose you. Okay, so Sideswipe. These panels pop up. Gonna pull the arms out. Flip out the hands. Flip up this part. So these shin pieces peg in pretty tight. Like a tiger. Oh, also, I believe I don't have one open. That is a Tamashi port right there, so you can put them on Tamashi stand.
Yep.
I know he's gonna do it later.
Which I always like to see.
Dang man!
Fold those all the way back.
I like that part where you can fold and push out the feet. That is so cool.
When these hide away.
Yeah, I like that. That's neat. Come on now, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, so
you would see that on an MP figure, not a deluxe, mainline thing.
I just bend them back at the knee just to move those down.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come on now, give it up. God dang it.
Flip out the feet. You kind of got to lift this out. fold the shins down. Now you see the battle damage paint going to be on the shins. Looks all right.
He plays a lot of soccer.
Yeah, he just kicked in the shins a lot. He's pulled in. This all fold.
When you had grass stains on your jeans, you didn't want to come home because your mom beat your ass?
I think that was just you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's got to come out more. There we go. I was like, why wasn't that folding down? It was getting caught. So there's a... Where's this peg in?
It doesn't really
It's supposed to peg in somewhere up in here or something.
I thought it just sits there.
It's like this. You know what okay, so it's this. So just this edge here is supposed to go into that mushroom peg slot and kind of hold it together. It holds fine. Like, it's not going to come out. But, I mean, it's... You can see it doesn't take any effort to unpeg it. Ultimately, it's fine, but that could have been a little better. And there he is. So that's some really neat engineering. I really like that transformation. It's also got more ankle tilt than Hydra. So he can stand flat. Look at that. Look, he could spread his legs and have his feet flat. What a crazy idea.
I think he's better than Hydra.
I think he's better than Hydra too. So with this guy, the only thing that I don't like is his shoulders sit a little low.
Yeah,
he looks like he's a little slouchy. But I mean, I get past that real quick. So his gun can come apart if you want. If you want to make this like a pistol and have this be the rocket launcher, or you can just take the whole shebang like I do. And it's got 2 slots on either side. If you're a heathen, you would put it on over his right shoulder. But we're not heathen, so we put it over his left shoulder.
Right, that would be the red alert side, right?
Yes, that would be the red alert side or the heathen side.
Ooh, burn.
You can have him hold it as a gun if you want. You can have it slotted in up there. And that is Sideswipe. So he's also got... So mine don't really work that great. So there's the nubbins for the blast effects. Like, they'll hold, but then they're very, very... On mine, at least. I might have to put a little nail polish something on it just to thicken them up a little bit. But he can hold the blast effects on his shoulder. So you can have somebody else shooting him and have the effect like that.
That's pretty cool.
So that's a neat little addition. So any place you see these little nubbins, you can do that on any of these guys. He's got one, I believe, on his chest. Is that one? Yeah, that's one. So you can do that there. I think he's got one. He's got them on his shoulders.
Incidentally, where do you get the blast effects from?
This one came with blowpipe.
Okay.
These 2 came with Fire Guy, whatever the hell they're calling him now.
All right.
And then the swoopy came with Lionizer.
Yeah,
this one came with him. So they're just in the pack with him.
Gotcha.
So this Sideswipe is fucking killer. Like, that transformation is almost MP level on a deluxe, which is really neat to see. Like, those little tricks are something like you would get with an MP, and now we're starting to see that kind of trickle down into the deluxes, which is really neat to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is fucking... He's got all the articulation you possibly want, and he's really super, super fun to mess with. Like, if you only get one deluxe, this is the one you want. Even though it's just a Sideswipe, this guy is killer. I really do like this guy. Its face sculpt is great. Again, you got a little bit of hollowness on the inside there, and like where the fists fold in. But I mean, other than that, like it's solid.
I haven't seen any of these in the store yet.
I mean, I just found the deluxes literally yesterday, so they're coming, but my area is always slow. So we're gonna save the best for last, which is Optimus. So Megatron, he's a tank. He's not a gun. Like, you're not really gonna expect him to be a gun anymore, but he's not a gun. He's a tank. He's got little casters. Yep, he's got casters on the bottom. This whole section doesn't really peg in. It kind of like floats a little bit. It's like it's supposed to kind of peg in. And now it's holding in fine, but a lot of times these 2 treads will move a lot on me. But he rolls pretty well. The turret can rotate all the way around. which is neat.
That's good.
It'll go all the way to. Don't feel like doing it. This whole section unpegs, so this is going to become his like a combined mode weapon kind of thing. So you can just slot it in there, and you can slot it into the back of his cannon and have a larger.
Wait, combined mode weapon?
It could be like not a combined mode weapon, but I mean it combines with his fusion cannon.
Oh, I see.
And then it can be, and then you take it out, and you can flip it around. You kind of got to lift it up and over, and then that becomes his sword. So it's like his G1 toy sword. Like it's the shape of the G1 toy sword, but it's also a gun. Mm-hmm. So you can swing those back and make it a cannon. You can put them together and have it be a sword.
It's kind of cool.
And that's all painted to the nines with all the silver paint. There's red paint in there.
I see tabs on it. I see tabs. Do it. Fuck yeah.
Tiny.
I don't know why you'd want to do it down there. Be like,
you can put 2 of them on there.
Yeah, you probably that would be.
Yep.
That would make more sense.
That's cool.
So you got that. So you can, like I said, this can be a gun. It could be a sword. You can swing these back like the way I had it and have it be a gun. You can have the giant sword blades hanging off the back, but whatever. It's a thing you can do.
We have a question in the chat that says, can you take off the blades on the gun?
No.
Oh.
They are, well, technically you can. They're screwed in, though.
No, you could pop off the blades. I think they're on mushroom pegs, no?
They are on mushroom pegs.
Or do you have to unscrew that first?
So you can either unscrew them,
or you pop the mushroom, pop them off the mushroom.
But wait, this side doesn't have a screw.
Because you could rotate those.
Yeah, they wrote like I showed. So you just gotta make sure you lift them up and over this red bit because there's little tabs on the inside.
And then you could pop them right off, right?
Technically, well, all right. So they're kind of joined together.
Oh, you're gonna break it.
So if you pop them off this way, you probably it's more likely going to break it. I'm assuming that this screw is just long and goes straight through. Mm-hmm. So if you do want to take them off, I would say you can do it, but do it from the screw.
Okay.
Unscrew that one screw. Mine doesn't peg together super well. There we go. Now it's pegging. So that's the sword. So then this guy, you can kind of see him hiding up in there. He's like, peekaboo. It also doesn't hold together super great. Yeah, see, like this whole bit, and also his feet like to come apart. This one's not the best. So this whole section kind of wiggle waggles. It doesn't really peg in, unfortunately, but more or less stays. So to transform him, that's going to come over here. Going to split.
Looks like he transforms like that. What was it, Voyager or a Leader from a couple lines ago?
The Combiner
Wars?
Yeah, that's it.
This all comes up.
That wasn't a bad figure. The Combiner Wars Megatron was not terrible.
No, I like that figure. It was pretty good.
He come out.
He's on my MP shelf right now, believe it or not.
For Combiner Wars, it's got one of the better ones for that line.
This back pegs in super well. So that comes out. This all just swings around, flip it out, and then it's got to come. Which way? It go this way. It rotates around, fold that back up. Got to flip out the foot. Oh, and that's the wrong way.
Oh God!
It goes that way. We got to rotate the whole. We're gonna rotate the whole thing around at the waist. There we go. That unpegged already. Cool. This unpegs. This swings out. Comes out. Comes down. Swings around. Folds back up. Flip out the feet. There's the lower half done. The arms just kind of swing forward, and this whole thing's going to come to the back. We're going to fold these tank treads up and over. They peg in. This whole thing comes down. Flip out his hands, and that is basically flip this around. And there is your Megatron. So,
Megatron.
I believe I've heard people cry that he doesn't have ankle tilt, but they kind of lock in. He's got to kind of untab them, and then he has plenty of ankle tilt, unlike Hydra.
So much salt.
And Phoenix too. You have to throw in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, and Phoenix too. So there he is.
Take it easy over there.
All right.
Oh, can't see that.
He looks dirty.
So yeah, his
the battle damage on him is not that good.
Yeah, his battle damage is kind of trash. It really just looks like he fucking fell into some mud and didn't wash himself.
Yeah, I like it on the legs better than the upper body.
Even the legs look like he just like got some shit on him and it kind of smeared.
Weird shit.
So it's not the best.
I think that's where they should use the paint on all of them, like on the lower half, like on the legs and the feet, and leave it off the upper body.
I can understand like the vehicle mode too. You know what I mean? On the bottom portion of the vehicle mode, you know, like Hound had it all over the bumper.
He gets it, Janie. You get it, man. Come on now.
The only problem is when it turns into robot mode. If they're not in the same places, goofy. it can look goofy, like Megatron.
But it would make some more sense just to do it all over. If you're gonna do it, go all in.
So he's not. He's okay. He's not great. But they even painted the insides of the treads, which you only see in robot mode, which is nice. The one thing that's really weird. Also, he has the shit on his helmet too.
He's got a really wide helmet.
Focus.
He's got the shit smear on his helmet too, which I'm not crazy about either. I don't know, he really just looks like he fell into some shit and just kind of like it it rained a little bit and it kind of ran down him. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the battle damage on this guy, but the other one thing that's weird about him is his head is on this plate for transformation because it does the peekaboo when it transforms, and it doesn't lock in. So when you're messing with it, like he'll end up like looking down at his boobies.
Dude, this figure sucks.
He's not the best. Also, his head pivots.
I want all my stuff away.
So he basically has a swivel, even though it's a ball peg. You can see the ball right there, but it's all the way at the back of the head. So his head doesn't swivel like where his neck is; it swivels at the back. So I mean, for the most, it looks fine because it's mostly hidden, but like I don't know, it's a little weird. And he still ends up doing the scared turtle, which is a little weird. He's decently posable. He's got waist. He's got good ankle tilts. My feet tend to pop off a lot because they're just pegged on right there. You can see. But he's decently posable. His hands don't go straight for some reason. He's got this like peg on here, and it stops it. So his hands just kind of like,
it's like
a little bit. Well, yeah, not as Flipper's like that. He's more like that.
You know what I mean.
Sure, it doesn't like tab in if you push it.
No, it doesn't, because the tab goes past that.
Well, cut that extra piece off, and it'll be all right.
Technically, you could. I mean, I'm assuming it's just so you can flip it out easierly when you're transforming it. But it's just
something to get your nails on.
It just, I don't know. That just seems a little weird. His cannon does come off. Just pegs in.
At least he has a cannon. I mean, come on now. People would have been bitch if we didn't have a cannon.
He's got the same, ports. These are supposed to fold down. Same ports all over him. Not quite as many as some of the others, but a decent number of them. You can armor him up.
Any waffles? Any waffles back there?
Mostly just that on the inside of the forearm. But I mean, other than that, nope.
Like the MP Bumblebee.
He is waffleless. Give him his sword.
Is this a leader?
This is a Voyager.
Okay.
I do not have the leaders, unfortunately. So
that's a good question. That's weird that they didn't make those leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's precedent. I mean, the Combiner Wars. Combiner Wars. He was a leader and he was a Voyager. So at least they're in the same scale now.
Yeah.
Now, this guy. Last but certainly not least, this guy is a fucking gem and a half.
A gem and a half?
A gem and a half. So here's Optimus. He comes with his standard issue gun. Unfortunately, there's no paint on there, but it's fine.
But it's molded like the G1.
It's the right shape, so.
Yeah.
He also comes with this neato weapon. So this is a shield, an axe, and a gun.
What?
So if you have it like this, you can have it be a gun, and I believe these you can have the blast effects on there.
Man,
pew, 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 pew. You can put it on his arm as a shield, and he's got you can have him being shot at. And you can unfold this. Which way is it? This folds out like that. This folds up like that. And he's got this sweet battle axe.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
And even the Autobot symbol is painted
painted?
black.
Nice.
So every time you see a red door, you know what to do. And that just all folds up. Easy peasy. So we'll show that off a little bit more in robot mode. So here he is in his vehicle mode.
That's weird. This is so weird looking.
It is weird looking.
Yeah, bro.
He is a super duper solid brick. This thing is. That just came unpegged as I said that. But this thing is ridiculously solid. It is completely. Everything taps together fantastically as if stuff comes unpegged because I have to say something. But everything pegs together fantastically. This thing is solid. It's clean. I absolutely love this rope.
I need to find him now. Damn it!
If they popped that thing off the top, it would look just like the G1.
Again, like I said, they should have went more Cybertronian. I'm kind of getting sick of all this of the G1ers. I wish they would go a little bit different because we've gotten enough G1.
Remember, it's dark on Cybertron, and you need the extra lights.
Oh, sure.
Extra headlight.
I mean, you got all this clear blue, this translucent blue all over. His grill is translucent blue. Looks like it's all kind of lit up. It looks really neat. Neato, as some would say.
Neato.
Got little tiny smokestacks, but
burrito.
Just
Need some Viagra.
Super duper
JD
solid.
doesn't speak a lot, but when he does, he does.
You kind of see the size. These figures are smaller, a little bit smaller. They're actually, they're more in line with what we've gotten recently, but they are on the smaller side. But
I was comparing them to an old Voyager Prime, and they're about the same size as him.
Okay, well, there you go.
So,
These things are super high parts count. You're going to see this transformation. The transformation's fantastic. It does look a little funny with the eyebrows. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit more Cybertronian, but I mean, it's super duper solid.
Eyebrows.
They're eyebrow. What else are you going to call them? He does have a matrix. Unfortunately, it's only in truck mode, and it's right there.
Okay.
Yeesh.
It's just that molded in piece, but is what it is.
I mean, there's not much precedent for Matrix in a Voyager figure anyway.
Sure. Well, yeah. Well, no, yeah.
In a Voyager? Not really.
Yeah, not really. The Combiner Wars had one, but it was the same kind of molded in bit.
I think more people expect it on like a MP or.
Yeah, I mean, on the leaders, they have them.
They still could have gone that extra mile.
Yeah, well.
it's to light the darkest highway.
Exactly.
Okay.
Darkness has good. Don't have any thing on Cybertron at all.
Oh, that got me good. I like that one. Light your darkest highway.
So the transformation on this guy is fantastic. So he's gonna pop these out. It's gonna pop the wheels out. Just kind of unpeg the wheels. Bring that all down.
Oh yeah, he's got the hover mode for the wheels.
Yeah, technically, some of these are supposed to have hover modes. I don't know if they're really gonna you can fold these bits down.
Like the game.
I was just saying that. Is that like for real?
Yeah, no, they were kind of. That was one of the things they wanted to do, but it's like.
Oh, that's great.
If it happens, it kind of happens, kind of thing. This all comes out. So these pits come open. We open the. So these windows are not going to be fake. So these actually do become his chest windows, but it's really cool how it actually happens. So this all comes up. These bits open up. So this whole shebang comes up.
Shebang.
He is going to have a little bit of a backpack, and it's basically just this, and it's just to get that look. So I kind of wish, I don't know, they could have done that a little cleaner, but it was just to get that look that they wanted. So it kind of is what it is. I'm going to pull the arms out. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm just going to pull these arms out of the way. This part is more classic Optimus. Lift this up, flip his head up. Close the chest windows. So these chest windows actually wrapped around the Matrix bit. I think it's a really neat transformation bit. These just this folds down. And the only other thing is I wish this was painted silver to match this front here because it looks a little funny, but not the end of the world. This all just folds up. That becomes his backpack. These wheels kind of how many. I don't know how many folds do they have. 1, 2, like 4 hinges on there, so they can kind of just cinch up and just go right there.
That's pretty neat.
This whole bit folds up. Unpeg the legs. So just make sure when I didn't transform it the first time with instructions. I did it like a man, and I didn't know. So if you flip these bits up, that's how you get access to that port. So in truck mode, you can have like this, or the gun pegged in here.
What?
So just be aware of that. So we're gonna fold those back down.
What are you talking about?
I'm
messing with mine now. Holy crap.
Open these up. There's a peg in there, which I didn't know because I didn't read the instructions the first time.
Look at that.
I could put a trailer back there too.
So you could have a trailer hitch.
You could technically, yeah.
What?
Rotate them around here.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. So the wheels will flip out and up and around onto the other side. And then this panel just comes up and over and we'll peg in to there. It'll line up
off that leg.
It'll kind of line it up.
Dude, I never realized that those things lifted up on his knees.
Yep, told you. I did the same thing the first time. I never looked at the instructions, and I'm looking at the box. I'm like, this thing has to peg in somewhere because it shows it on the box, the shield.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't go anywhere. And I was looking, I was like, there's a hinge there.
Dude, that's extra detail. This thing even blows me away more now. That's crazy.
Same thing on this side. Flips around, pegs in, seals off the hollowness so it's not empty. Almost there. Pull the arms forward. We're going to rotate the backpack around, and then 2 slots here, go into 2 pegs there, go into two holes in there. And then we're just going to flip this around this way, so there's this bit of plastic is just going to stop it from rotating anymore, and this folds down. And there is probably one of the neatest Optimus Prime transformations I've seen in a long time. Probably since MP10 first came out.
Would you put him on? A lot of people consider Generation Springer as one of the best Hasbro figures out. Would you consider him in that tier?
Yeah, this thing is MP level of engineering crammed into a smaller figure.
It's almost like a slightly simplified MP.
It's very much like Sideswipe. That's what he is. So you can peg his gun in. He has another peg up here, so if you want, you can peg in something else up there. But like I said, this can be a shield, so you can peg it in here, have it be a shield, an arm shield, so you can have Man,
I can't wait to get this guy. I think.
Have a couple of blast effects.
Seems like they care about this line again.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Kind of have him do something like that.
Somebody sleeping? I didn't hear somebody snort, did I? Come on now.
So that's really neat.
It wasn't me.
I hope it's not the cameraman. We're going to be in trouble.
I think it's the camera.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit, it might be. I didn't. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess we're doing a 6-hour show. I'll just start breaking out more toys. No problem. Like, what do you guys want to see next?
Man.
What else you got?
If you ain't sleeping, make the ROC, man.
You can hold the axe. You can probably jam that in there a little better.
Jam it in.
Don't force it.
Nice. I'm gonna go look.
I really like this axe. Actually, I think that's a really neat accessory. I think it's cool that you can have it as literally 3 different things. You can have him hold it as a gun.
Classic Cuz asked, "Is this the figure that finally dethrones Classic Prime?" I think so.
This thing is better than Classic Prime, without a fucking doubt.
Yeah,
that's not even a question.
The only thing that keeps Classics Prime going for me is that I've got 8 different recolors of them. I got Fans Project armor for him, and I got that crossover gen.
Oh, you have the crossover gen? I'm sorry.
I love that thing, man.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So he's got a hinge swivel head. Actually, is it a ball joint? No, I take that back. It's a ball peg. Yeah, no, that's a ball peg. I'm sorry. It kind of acts like a hinge swivel, but he's got waggle. So even better.
I like ball pegs better. I don't know why they get a bad rap for heads.
So do I.
It seems like it's the perfect thing for it to do.
Looks like he's got the same clear green eyes as the windshield. It's a very G1 head, but it looks a little bit different, especially with those eyes. I think it gives a little bit of a more unique look. His battle damage is okay. I don't like it on the thighs, really. And I don't know. It's not one of the better uses of it, but I think it's not one of the worst. It's definitely in the middle. But it's such a freaking amazing figure. It makes it up for it. So technically, he's got a reverse butterfly joint because of the transformation. All the way around. These bits open up to get out. Hinged elbows. No ab crunch, which is the one thing that would have, blown me up. That would have been.
But ab crunchers are new in Transformers anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing them on MPs now in the last year, so I mean, hinge waist, universal hips, full Van Damme. I mean, super deep knee bend.
That's good. That's really good. This thing is pretty cool, huh?
Toe tilt down, nothing really up, and again, way more ankle tilt than Hydra.
What is this thing? 45?
So I guess we can have that conversation too. But so the prices on these guys did go up. So the Voyagers are now retailing for 30. The Deluxes are retailing for 20, and the Leaders are 50. People are complaining because like the Leaders are smaller. So the Leaders, they said from the beginning, the Leaders aren't going to be Leaders. The Leaders are going to be Voyagers with add-on bits. So like the Ultra Magnus is literally just not this Prime, but it looks like a Prime.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Leaders have been 50 for a while, so this is actually a better deal.
Technically, they've been 45. It's just some places.
Oh, 45. Yeah.
Some places have been charging a little bit more.
Yep.
But I mean, we should have been paying this for a while. They've just instead of charging more and giving us more, they've been charging us the same and giving us a little bit less. So
this is a better move.
So now they're charging what these should be. Because if you think about it, this is a $20 figure. This has a shit ton more articulation than say like a NECA figure, and a shit ton more parts, and you're paying the same price. Obviously, this is going to be smaller, but I mean, it's got way more parts. It's got way more playability. You know what I mean? We should have been paying this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of got away with not paying it for a while. But again, we complained because we didn't get what we wanted. We didn't get the articulation. We didn't get the paint. We didn't get, we had, where's the waffles on this guy? Show me the waffles.
Yeah, it seems like they cared most about Prime, but that kind of makes sense too.
I don't see no waffles.
I know, and they could have in the thighs, right? But they didn't.
They put this filler piece in there.
Yep.
And again, they could have been the inside of the thighs, but they just didn't. They just put the full plastic in there. Now, obviously, we're paying for that. We're paying an extra, $5. But if $5 gets me this, charge me $5. I don't care. This thing is.
The difference is extremely noticeable. It's
night and day. So just let's show. Hold on.
Yeah, people are bitching and crying about they want better stuff in mainline. Well, you're getting it. Well, you're going to have to pay more to get better stuff. They're not going to give it away for free.
So to show him with a couple other Voyagers, here he is with a Titan's Return Voyager. This guy does not like to stand up. Apparently, there we go.
Okay.
So let me move him back a little bit so it's a little easier to see.
I gave up on the mainline stuff back at Combiner Wars, but I may actually pick these up. This is enough to pick my interest again.
So here he is with the Titan's Return, which is in the latest line. It's 2 lines ago, but it's the same kind of series of figures. And then here he is with Classics Optimus.
I
didn't like Classics Optimus that much.
I
know, blasphemy. I know, blasphemy, but
that just set off Brian right there.
Yeah, don't.
He was okay.
I think he checked. I think Brian checked out now.
No, I'm good. I mean, I'll agree. There are a couple gripes with it, but I own it
I
like
still
13 times. So
other than the other things, hanging on the forum, it's still a great bot. I have, like you said, I have like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, I have a shit ton of these.
It just didn't age as well as some of the others, I think. That's all. I mean, in its time, it was great, but I think its time came and gone, in my opinion.
Everything gets better. I mean, eventually. I mean, look at the third-party stuff. They're, making stuff a lot better than.
So just to show kind of the size that we're getting now.
And your camera looks like a potato.
Give it a second. You sound like a potato. How about that?
I do. I mean, that's fine.
Ooh.
yeah, look at Ace. It's like, I'm gonna give you some size programs, and let me give you the one from the box set that no one's got.
You know why? Because that's the fucking last thing I opened that they were already shown by themselves. I didn't put them where they're supposed to be yet, so they were out.
What is that purple thing?
It's an Nautica. It's basically Blur.
Oh, okay.
It was a box. It was part of the box set.
All right.
So they are about half a head shorter than a Tiny's Return Deluxe. At least, the Deluxes. These guys, I'm going to say, head to head, they're either equal or this guy's got like a 64th of an inch on him.
We'll put Megatron over there. He's bigger than the Time Return one, isn't it?
Yeah. He's probably about a 64th taller than him.
Well, I was counting
At the shoulders, he's taller.
Man.
So there he is with Keith figure.
Hi. That's a good one.
Kind of see.
I can't wait for them to finish the X-Transport stuff.
It's a different show.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
no, that's fine. It's fine. It helps though.
An official MP. So you can see there, the Voyagers are basically MP car sized, more or less. The Deluxes are a little bit smaller, which is a little unfortunate. But I mean, like I said, the engineering, these are all basically they're all basically the same height. The engineering and the parts count that they shoved into these guys, and the paint and the quality, is more than makes up for them being a little smaller. I don't care about them being a little bit smaller if they're gonna pack, especially like Sideswipe. If they're gonna pack all that into that, bring it on.
Pack it.
Give them
Give
guns.
Packing. I don't like some fudge packing.
Everything's all 5mm ports. So I mean, you can go get old guns and do the same thing. All the basically any toy line nowadays.
Yeah. You can take those Target Masters and put them on like Powder Prime. Some of their stuff didn't have weapons. You could give them weapons and stuff if you want to.
Yeah.
Armor them up. I wish I had Cog to kind of show that gimmick off, but is what it is. I don't have it. What are you gonna do?
You'll never get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Whoa.
I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get Flywheels and Prime if I can find them.
If you're not gonna collect this line, but you do like to pick up figures here and there from mainline, 1000% get Optimus, and 1000% get Sideswipe. Those are the two gems, at least of this wave.
Or you get whatever you want to because.
Well, you get whatever you want to, but if you're only going to get one,
listen, Ace, you're a grown folk. You can do whatever you want.
Well, I'm giving advice.
Oh, those are two great choices. Yes, the Sideswipe.
Yeah.
If you're only going to get, a couple, definitely pick up these two first. These are the clear gems. This Optimus is probably one of the best toys that's come out in a long time, even mainline or anything else. He's fucking great.
Yeah, man. If it wasn't for Flame Toys, this would have been Figure of the Year.
How did you know? Classic Cuz wants to know: is Hound's head on a ball joint?
It is, but it's very limited. He's got the plate behind his head. And
Blockhead.
You kind of gotta. Yeah, it only rotates like that far to the side, and it got a little bit up and down. It feels like a loose tooth more than a head. But it's mostly because of that plate behind his head. Like I said, Hound's not my favorite in this line, but he's decent.
He's fine.
But yeah, like I said, if you're only going to get one or two, I would say these two are the stars. But this line is looking very cool. I'm not crazy. Like I said, I'm not super crazy about the paint, the battle damage paint. It's very hit and miss. But I mean, whatever. If we're getting this out of it, cool.
I mean, at least you can look through the ones that are on the shelf and pick the one that's the least or the best.
They all come in robot mode, except the Micromasters, I think. I don't remember. Shit, it's been too long since I opened them. I don't remember if the Micromasters come in.
So you got them all today?
No, I just got the deluxes yesterday.
Oh,
the other ones I've had. I got these guys. I got. What did I get on sale? I got the Micromasters on sale.
Nice.
And I got Optimus and Megatron on sale because
they're on sale already. They just came out, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody fucked up and they put them on 20% off, and they put the Voyagers at $10 instead of $20 on Hasbro Toy Shop. Yeah, and they did it, and then not only did they do it once, but about a week later they did it again. They came back in stock.
Big old Mike D said that the plate moves back and you can turn the head around 360.
The plate moves back?
What Mike D says. And what Mike D
son
says.
of a bitch.
No.
Does it?
It moves back.
Does it? Because I didn't even know that.
It helps to read the instructions, Ace.
The real men don't read instructions.
Well, that's why you didn't turn his head.
Oh, man.
I stand directed. You can move that plate back. So there's the plate. Oh, you can't see that. There's the plate.
I did not know that. Nice.
Mike D.
There you go. Thank you. I was not aware of that. That makes the head better.
That stands for big dick.
Still doesn't have up and down, but it does give him the swivel all the way around. That's nice to know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out of this. I know we're getting. I think we're getting this 6-gun and a. Are we getting a full tilt or what's the other one? The Trypticon.
That one. The purple.
Guzzler, or not Guzzler.
Not full tilt. Full tilt's the car.
What's his name for the Trypticon? His
Slammer.
No, Slammer is the one that comes with Metroplex, the car.
It's the Guzzle or not Guzzle, but Gutter or something like that. Something G something. Somebody in the.
I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, so we're getting all of those. So those are all going to do the same thing that Cog's going to do. It breaks down to a bunch of weapons. So that's going to be neat. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out of this. I hope we get more. I hope we get accessory packs with the blast effects separately. That'd be neat.
Oh, Brunt. That's his name, Brunt. Other than not even close to B. Jesus, come on now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brunt's coming. They got Prowl is coming.
Prowl we saw.
They're going to do a bunch of the G1 stuff.
Oh, and they're doing. You guys mentioned 6-gun already. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll probably get Red Alert and Mold Mates and all that stuff from there.
Oh, speaking of that, Ace, can you transform that Sideswipe backwards, like turn his head around and his waist around to become Sunstreaker?
Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can. Let's see what we can do.
Going classics. I'm sure they'll do a Sunstreaker. They'll have to.
Let's see. Just flip his head around. Flip his waist around.
There it is, Sunstreaker.
Wait, hold on. Oh, these are tight. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We gotta give him his fists. Hold on. We gotta flip these around.
Spray paint it yellow, and he's good to go.
He looks like if you put his head forward, he's like hiding.
He's got RC titties.
Peekaboo.
So technically, yeah. So there's this painting yellow. Yellow. Pop the fist. Pop the fist out so you can swap the fist, and you're good to go. Actually, just take these take them off the mushroom bags, and there's your Sunstreaker.
I can see it.
I love this fucking Sideswipe is killer.
I hope Hasbro and they do that. with they just paint it yellow and then turn it around.
Well, that's what they did it before. So
Punch, counter punch.
And Sunstreaker, classic Sunstreaker.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, I'm stupid.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
All right.
I know.
Any other questions before we get out of here? I think that's pretty much. We talked about the prices. We talked about the gimmicks. Pretty much everything.
Nice to see him trying hard again.
I mean, they're doing. I think they're doing a killer job already. So I definitely can't wait to see what else comes out of this line. If just like, nope, there we go. There we go.
I agree.
Yeah. So that's pretty much everything we got to say, right?
Yep. Pretty much it.
All right. You want to run down the chat?
Sure. We got Josh F, KJ Smith, Noble Young, Eric B, Buzzsaw Eject, Mervine 48, Frogman 78. We had Blanos in here, Lord Shadowkeeper, EE Prime 20, Dust Mites, Classic Scuzz, Tyler L, Mark 44 Prime, Lucas B, Mike D, and the Blank Stare.
I'm sure Dust had lots of good things to say.
Oh, tons.
I'm sure he wasn't heckling us the whole time.
We love you, Dust. Maybe.
All right. Let's do some way ats and we'll get out of here for the night. Brian, where are you at?
You can find me, Brian Brink, in the Facebook groups, at Brinklizer on Instagram. Check out Enter the Realm on Monday nights on this very fun channel.
We have a YouTube channel now?
I think so.
Cool.
Ace, what are you drinking there?
Raspberry tea.
Nice.
Matthew.
Hey, you can find me in the Facebook groups under Matthew Baldwin.
You only post like what, once in a while, right?
Just a little bit. Just once in a while. I do Hell Hasbro reviews. Go check it out. I'm on Instagram at Hell_Hasbro_reviews. And I'm on a stupid podcast called Showercast Uncut. Check us out on there, where we do some things once in a while. And that's it. Once again, thank you very much for having me on. I really appreciate it. It's an honor. I'm really humble, and I really appreciate y'all having me on this show.
Keep humble,
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, and I love you guys. So, all right.
I love you too, man.
John.
John Gibbons in the Facebook groups and TM_3K on Instagram. And I am here with you guys every other Wednesday on Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Who?
You.
Who?
Me?
Me?
Me? You? Me?
You.
Him?
That
Her?
guy.
Here you go. We're talking to you.
Fair enough. You can find me, JD Brocious, in the Facebook groups, Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. Not that it matters because nobody follows me or pays attention. So, but every Tuesday on Breaking the Mold at 8, and every other Wednesday here. And Russell and Feathers in the chats.
And make a sound effect. Jose.
What's up, guys? Harrican BX all over social media, and check out Verbally Challenged with Harrican BX, and I'm on Breaking the Mold with JD and the Brinkalizer every single Tuesday. Thanks, guys.
All right, I am at Smilo pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Facebook under my real name. Figure it out. It's not hard. Hopefully you're in the weight loss challenge already. If not, you're out of luck. Check out all the other Cool Table Network shows. Just follow the Cool Table Network page on Facebook, and you'll be notified every time there's a new show. Because there's lots of them now. And yeah, that's about to do it for us tonight. Depending on when stuff comes, we might have something decent next time. See what's
Hip to be square, maybe?
No, that's coming too. That is coming. Might be some kind of certain kind of rat. That one's a scratch. That one's a head scratcher.
That is a head scratcher.
A little bit of a head scratcher.
Are you getting rat trapped?
Yeah, the MP just came out.
Oh, sweet.
Don't worry. I'll send it to you when I'm done. You can take lots of pictures.
Oh, good. Good.
Nah, maybe it's a snitch, like some kind of rat.
I love taking pictures.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for watching live. Thanks for watching After the Fact. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Good night, folks.
Bye.
Yeah.